Oh, hi. It's Marcus. My name is Marcus Rogers, director and owner of Marcus Rogers Dance Company. I am in a position where I have to ask for help, and I don't like asking for help. But my dream is beyond my ego. And so um, I've owned Marcus Rogers Dance Company, my dance studio school, for 4 years now. This is my fourth year of business. I've somehow survived. However, I am behind. Starting last November, I got behind on rent and I just could not catch up. And so my mother died last November. And so I went through kind of a depression for about a month, and I ended up losing almost all of my students except for a couple. And that was really tough for me. And so that was a big loss, big loss, especially the younger people that I lost, because they were kind of like my kids. And being who I am, I can't have kids. So like Doug Caldwell said, one of my idols, the famous lyrical teacher, they're kind of like my kids. And so that was a big loss, losing my mother and losing like my kids. And then, falling into depression, panic disorder, post-traumatic stress syndrome from some past abuse, and a physical condition that I still don't know what it is, ringing in my ears, and then like whistling noises, and like even like hearing voices. Crazy, right? But I'm getting it taken care of. They ended up doing an MRI, and they found a 3 millimeter a 3 millimeter vascular enhancement on the caudate nucleus, on the left side of the caudate nucleus of my brain. And so I see the neurologist next Thursday to find out what's going on with my brain, and that would explain a lot of other issues that I've been having. So anyway, it's been hard to build my business when I haven't been feeling good. And so dancing is what I need to be doing. Dancing sets me free. The only time I really feel like I'm being completely myself and my best self is when I'm on the dance floor and when I'm teaching. There's nothing that makes me feel good about myself like teaching does. And I'm a good teacher. I never thought that I would be put on this earth and my purpose would be to teach, but it's to teach, and to teach through my dancing, and also to be the fullest expression of who I was meant to be. And the only place that I can do that is at my own dance studio, to be the fullest expression of who I am, without fear of judgment or fear of anyone criticizing me, even though I'll still get that. But also, my vision for my studio was to create a safe place for people of all different races, different people of difference, to have a comfortable place to go and be themselves, and to be able to receive a dance education, or to be able to learn yoga and become more themselves through yoga, to create a safe place that was quality, professional, and just a really a special place. And so I really need to save it. And so I'm looking to raise $7,000. Most of that will go towards back rent, and some of that will go towards the Nutcracker, which is my dream of putting that on this year. I may not be able to put it on like I would have liked to put it on, but my goal is to keep my studio doors alive, or to keep my studio doors open, not alive. Could you imagine? They were like live, like open and shut by themselves. But anyway, so I'm hoping that you will help me. If I've ever inspired you in any way, or if I've ever taught you something that you kept with you, a valuable lesson, this is your way that you could give back to me if you can. If you can't, a thank you is more than enough. And again, I hate to ask for help because It's not something that's easy for me. You know, in business, you're never supposed to let them see you sweat. Oh yeah, everything is fine, but the truth is it's not, because my enrollment is low, and I have got to get my advertising out there, and I've got to get my my enrollment up, and I've got to get going. But with raising $7,000, I know I can do it. So, if you're willing to fund me, I'd appreciate it. Thanks so much. And that's it. So. Oh, and I want to leave you with a quote. This is one of my favorite quotes. It really sums up why I do what I do, why I teach, why I dance. And of course, it's to fulfill God's purpose. You know, your talent is a gift from God. What you do with it is your gift back. So I have to serve in that way so that I can heal, to be better and get better, and to be my best self for others, so I can pave the way for them to do so too. But anyway, the quote is by Hans Boas, or Hans Boas, I don't know, but it goes like this. When I dance, I cannot judge, I cannot hate, I cannot separate myself from life. I can only be wholesome, humble, and true. That is why I dance. So, go fund me. Namaste. Married. Ooh.